Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello Miss, I'm Risa Astuti from class 2A, and in this video, I'd like to present my analysis of research article for my final exam of speaking for academic purpose. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the title of this research is Social Benefits of an English Learning Program for Young Learners. And then the researchers are Yusuf Sen, Masoud Kuleli, Zainab Abdur Ugurlu, and Harun Ostur. And for your information, this study took place in Turkey. And here are the contents that I would like to explain. The first one is analysis of introduction. The second one is analysis of methodology. And then the last one is my opinion towards the given question. So the first section is introduction. In here, I would like to explain about the background or why this research was conducted. So from what I've concluded, there are three major points. The first one is socialization is the most important thing, especially for young learners. As we know that socialization is the base or foundation for child development. So it is a good thing to teach kids about socialization because it helps them to communicate with their family, friends, teachers, or maybe friends from another school. And also the most important thing about teaching kids about socialization, it helps them to prepare for their adult lives. And also for the next point, language is a primary role to develop children's socialization. I think we all agree that every language, whether it's Indonesian, Russian, Spanish, Turkish, all of them are the medium of communication, and then English is one of them. And since English is an international language, uh, when it comes to academic world, it has to be taught to the students, especially for EFL students, and therefore English learning program exists. So for the last one is socio-cultural. Social and cultural indeed involved in the study, especially for students' background. And also these studies, and also these students in the future, they will meet a lot of people from different culture, from different social, from different country. And we don't have to be afraid because they are already prepared and also they know how to socialize in English. And that's all about the background of this study. And then next, the objective of this research is the contribution of English learning program on young students' social skill. So whether it's contribute or not. And then the second one is the goal. So the aim of this study is to determine of the effects an English learning program on young learners in Turkey. All right, so the next one is methodology. In order to find the information of social benefits of English learning program, this study used qualitative method in order to get the depth understanding of student experience and also to gain the insights of students' social reality. And this research took place at Tuse University in Turkey. It was about 6 weeks during summer season. And moving on to these points, the first point is about participants. So this research were involved 28 young students. It was consisting of 11 females and 17 males between ages of 5 to 8 years old. And also those students were divided into two groups. The first group, it was consisting of 11 people between age 5 to 6 years old. And then the second group, it was consisting of 17 people between age 7 to 8 years old. So moving on to the data collection, how is the data collected? There were three stages. The first one is pre-interview. So this pre-interview, the researchers asked the students about what's their expectations and also what's their goals about this English learning program. And then after the pre-interview, there was 6 weeks of English learning program, which is this one is related to the procedure lesson schedule for about 6 weeks. So I'm going to show you that first. So first of all, two native speakers were involved as teachers in here. And then there were different courses and also different duration per week. For the courses, there are drama lesson for about 4 hours, physical education for about 4 hours, English speaking practice for about 3 hours, music 3 hours, drawing 3 hours, and then social activities such as interact with your friends, interact with college students, and also interact with some lecturers for about 2 hours, and then the last one is chemistry and physics experiment at laboratory for about 1 hour. And all of them are still focused on English language. And then in total, there were 120 hours for about 6 weeks. So let's go back to this. So after the 6 weeks of English learning program, there was another interview. It is called post interview. So in this interview, the researchers asked the students about what's their gains and also are their goals achieved or not, and also asking about their experience. And besides of these three stages of the data collection tool, the researchers also observe the students' behavior, whether it's during class or during lunch break. So after the data collected, the data were analyzed. The first one to get, as I mentioned before, to get the depth understanding of students' experience, the researchers using qualitative method, and also to compare about the interview, pre-interview and post-interview, they use percentage statistics. And then, all right, so before I answer my question, I would like to share a little bit result of this study. So if we go back to the research objective, it talks about the contribution of English learning program towards students' socialization. So the answer is yes, it is. It contributes a lot, especially for to improve and also to boost their social skills. That's all. So in here, I'm going to share my opinion. And the question is, in your opinion, why English learning program affects the student socialization process? So my answer, there are 2 points. The first one, because English is fun. Yes, it's actually fun. When it comes to English, it is not about grammar, pronunciation, or vocabulary, but or whatsoever. But there is also joy and entertainment in it. Myself, as an EFL student, English learning program can be amazing, fascinating, especially when it comes to some courses such as drama lesson or maybe music. You can express your creativity and then you can show off to your friends. And then that is one of the forms of socialization, and it keeps motivates you to keep learning in this socialization process. And then the second one is enforcement. As I mentioned before, that English is widely become a standard. And also, if students are not forced to learn English, they will be left behind. And so the enforcement itself affects the students' socialization process. Whether they like it or not, they have to deal with it because it's an academic rule. And also, the more they involve in the program, the more they gain knowledge about English, and also their socialization increasingly improve. Well, I think that's all about my presentation. Thank you so much for your attention. I'm truly sorry if there's any mistakes, and have a good day. Last words, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.